Hi guys, it's Kasha. Welcome to the channel and to my wonderland. It is a coffee time and today I bring you a big book haul. So I might have been a little bit crazy ordering books with all of those vouchers that I had, all of the excuses that I had, all the books that I needed, all the summer read excuses. So I ended up ordering so many books that I'm gonna have to split this video in at least two. So welcome to the first episode of my big book problem. Alright, so in this video I have a total of 24 books, so let's quickly get through them. The first book is The World According to Anna by Justin Gardine. I totally butchered that name and I should know better because it is by the same author that did Sophie's World, which is one of my favorite books of all times. So Anna starts getting messages from someone that is from another time. So her parents take her to the doctor, but they cannot figure out what's wrong with her. In fact, they believe her. That's all I need to know to pick this one up, and I got it secondhand, so I got a really good deal on it. Another secondhand book that I got is My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologies by Frederick Backman. So we follow the story of Elsa, and she's 7 years old, and she finds some letters that her grandmother had written to people that she had wronged. And this takes Elsa into an adventure, so that's all I know. And I thought that was kind of a lovely start of a story, and I really have high hopes for this one. And the other book that I have that was a secondhand book is Sister by Rosamund Lupton. Normally the secondhand books that I find are in very good condition, as you can see, so they're basically like new. We follow Beatrice, and one day she gets a call and it's the police that tells her that her sister is missing. She takes a flight to London and she starts to investigate also her disappearance, and she realizes how little she knew her sister. So this is going to be a thriller and I hope that I'm gonna enjoy it. So those were the only books that I had purchased used for this haul, and now let's get to all of the ones that I got out of Amazon. I finally picked up Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Basically, they had to release nearly the second book so that I would pick up the first one. I've been seeing this book everywhere, and I mean everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. So I really wanted to pick this one up and read it before Legendary comes out. Legendary is the second book and it's supposed to be a duology. So I was editing this video this morning and I realized that for a couple of books the audio was a little bit shitty, so I just decided to redo those couple of books. I hope it doesn't bother you guys because you can clearly see that it's not the same day, but it is okay because I still need to talk to you about those books. So we left it at Caraval, and I believe, even though I ordered this book from the UK, I believe that I was sent the US edition of the book because under the dust jacket it only has like a little tear, and I believe the UK edition has a prettier print under the dust jacket. But anyways, we follow the story here of Scarlett and her sister, and their father is kind of like a cruel dude. He's not a good guy. Scarlett's dream has always been to go to Caraval, which is a once-a-year performance. But her father gets her into an arranged marriage, and then she thinks that it's over, that she's never gonna make it to Caraval. The problem with overhyped books is that your expectations are so high that even if the book is good, sometimes you still feel a little bit disappointed. Next we have The Truth About Us by Janet Gertler. I picked this one up because they had it on sale on Amazon, I believe for $1.99 or something like that, and I thought it would be maybe a nice summer read. It's basically a romance, and we follow the story of a girl that has kind of like a troubled life. She made a mistake, she betrayed her best friend, and then her dad forces her to work in kind of like a soup kitchen, and then she meets a boy, obviously, so it's probably gonna be a nice romance. I ended up picking up so many kind of like summery romance kind of books that I'm probably not gonna be able to get through all of them this summer, let's be real here, but at least I have it for the future. Next we have Extraordinary by Miriam Spitzer Franklin. That's a name, miss. So we follow the story of two girls, and we follow Pansy and Anna, and Pansy feels really bad because she disappointed her friend and she let her down because they were supposed to go together to summer camp, and then Pansy bailed out. And the thing is that when Anna goes to summer camp alone, she gets meningitis. She gets super sick and she ends up in the hospital and she gets a high fever. Then she ends up in a wheelchair and she's not the former self that she used to be. So it's gonna be probably like a heartbreaking story about friendships and life, you know, and growing up. We will see. If you guys have already read this book, let me know down below what you thought about it. And now let's go back to the original footage. Next is Beware the Wild by Natalie C. Parker. It is the story of a swamp in Louisiana that everybody tries to avoid because they know there's something going on with it. They even put like a fence around it so that people don't go in there. But of course, one day, one boy goes in there and he never comes back. He does not come back, but something else does. A girl. So I'm hoping for a nice mystery. I think this is a duology or a trilogy, I'm not really sure. But it definitely has a second book, so if I like this one, I'll pick up the next one. Next we have Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. It is the first book on the Cahill Witch Chronicles. It was on Amazon for $2.50. I've been lately in the mood for witches, so I picked it up and decided to give it a go. If I like it, I can still keep on with the series. Next we have Resurrection High by Brellan Sullivan. The fun thing about this is that I picked it up thinking it was a graphic novel, but then it wasn't. But it's okay because we love creepy stories. This seems to be like a children middle grade book about zombies. I love zombies, so it's also only 150 pages. It's a quick read. It's probably gonna be really entertaining, so I'm still glad that I picked it up. Next we have a book that I am super excited about, and that is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. All I know about the book is that it is about superheroes, and that it's by Marissa Meyer, who wrote the Lunar Chronicles, that I really loved. So I'm really hoping to love this one. It is a kind of like a big chunk of a book, but the second part is coming before the end of the year, so I really have to start this. Next we have Kiss the Morning Star by Eliza Janine Hu. It's about two girls that go on a road trip, so I decided to pick it up as a summer read. Then I have a book that I have been dying to buy. I nearly bought it the last time I was in London, and that is My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. It's basically two girlfriends that go skinny dipping, and one of them after that day starts to act very weird, so it has to deal with the supernatural. And I mean, take a look at this cover. I specifically wanted this edition because it looks like an old 80s like VHS horror cover. Also on the back, and it's just stunning. I'm super pumped that I have it, but I'm probably gonna wait until around Halloween to read it because it's the perfect read for that. Next I have Unbreakable by Cami Garcia, and this is the Legion book 1. All I know about it is it's again a supernatural book that has to deal with ghosts, so I picked it up, and if I like it I can still get the second one. Then I have a classic that is one of my favorite ones, and that is Anne of Green Gables. I decided this year to start collecting some of my favorite classics in like really nice editions, and I found this really nice Buffin edition, and they also have other classics in this edition that are on my wish list. I decided to start with this one, and the cover, it's just gorgeous. It is a perfect size book, and I love the color palette. Then I got two books from a trilogy. I got book 1 and 2 because they were on sale, and that is The Shadows and the Web by Megan Chance or Chance. They belong to the Fianna trilogy. All that I know about it is that it's centered on the Victorian era, but it also has some kind of Irish mythology. So I thought that was interesting, and I only paid €5 for both hardcover editions. If I like them, I can still pick up the third book in the trilogy. And then something interesting happened. I ordered a hardcover copy of a book that everybody knows about in the booktube community, and that is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Since the second book is coming this year, I thought it is about time to buy it and to read it. But I'm pretty sure I ordered a regular hardcover copy of the book, and they sent me the large print copy, which basically means that the lettering is like huge. I'm not a big fan of that, so what I'm gonna do is, since I already have the book, I'm gonna read it like this. If I like it, I'll just get a regular hardcover copy and get rid of the large print one. I'm not gonna bother to explain what this one is about because I think everybody in the booktube community has heard of this book. So I'm really excited though to read it because I've heard mixed opinions about it. Most of the people that I follow loved it, so I hope I'm gonna like it too. Then I found out about this book that it's called One Past Midnight by Jessica Shirvington, and I love the premise of this book because it is about this girl that is living 2 lives at a time. Basically, after 24 hours, she shifts into another life, so she lives the same day twice. I thought that was great, and I'm super interested in those kind of books. Plus the cover is so pretty, so I decided to purchase it. And the last book that I have to show you, it is a gorgeous collector's edition of Vicious by V. Schwab. The second book is being released this year and they decided to release this super cool collector's edition and I decided to grab it. It is a beautiful hardcover and it comes with some extra content. The end pages are really pretty. And this is what we have under the dust jacket. Really excited to read this one, and the same kind of edition for Vengeful is going to be released this year also in hardcover, so I'm definitely going to pick that one up as well. Alright you guys, so we made it to the end of the new 24 books that I've acquired, because I might have a slight book problem. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what you thought about the books that I've hauled for you in this video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, to follow me on all social media, the links are down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next coffee time.